Hello and welcome to Hi, I'm Mallory, and yes, I have toilet paper behind my ear. I just was talking about how I have like an ouchie problem with my ear, so this may be distracting. Try to get that hidden a little bit. I don't know, like there's a video that I want to make and I've like been trying to make it and having a hard time making it. And I also wanted to make it with my mom, which I still might do a separate video with that and for that. But I don't know, I just feel like I should talk about things. And one of the things I did want to mention that's been on my mind is I noticed my subscriber count went down a little bit, and I was trying to figure out why. And I said it could be one of two things. One is that there was a gap. It's like I was like doing really good, uploading every day, which I think y'all seem to enjoy. Then there was like a gap, and then like I'm back at it. And those gaps happen, and they happen for various different reasons. We don't have all day to go into all of them, but as you may know, I've been under a lot of stress. I get depressed, I get dizzy, I wasn't feeling great, there's a lot going on. And so, and we were busy moving my grandma, there was just so much that I just honestly didn't have the energy to be editing videos. And that's why I always say, hit that notification bell. I'm glad that's a thing now. Most people try to complain about it because they don't like having to ask people to not only to subscribe but to hit the notification bell. And on one hand, I understand and don't blame people, but if you're anyone out there, if there's anyone out there like me whose videos aren't always consistent because life happens, then if you know, want to know when a video goes up, then get that notification. So I was thinking that was a thing, or it could be my content. And I'm not the only person that's dealing with stuff. A YouTuber that I watch religiously is Joshua DTV, and he's been going and struggling through a hard time, and he finally like really opened up about it. There's like a lot of noises going on. It's distracting, sorry. And he is saying that he wants to document his life. And that's what I want to do. And that's what I've been doing, is sharing my life with you guys. And he said right now that he is going through a rough patch. So if he's not all bubbly and like, you know, whatever in his videos, it's because he's going through a difficult time in his life. And if his videos come off as depressing, like, he's not going to be apologetic for it because that's him right now and it's what he's going through, and he wants to share that with the world, and I get it, and he gets it, that not everybody wants to see someone crying or down and out on their luck unless it's like Trisha Paytas. People just love those kitchen floor videos. But because I got to thinking for a second, maybe the type of videos I've been posting are not everyone's cup of tea, or they think, oh, I'm not here to watch this depressing girl. And that's fine if it's not your cup of tea, because I got thousands, and I literally mean that, thousands of videos for y'all to watch. Or you can just come back another day. You don't have to, you know, watch a video if it's not, you know, not your thing. That's fine, but I wasn't gonna let it stop me from making videos, because I'm like, no, I wanna document this and like look back on it, you know, in a few months from now or in a year from now and be like, man, that was a rough time I went through, but things are 10,000 times better. And I'm sure glad that like I can look back and be like, wasn't that silly of you to like be so dramatic and or whatever. So because it's interesting, like my poetry, when I'm in like a really rough place, like I'll read stuff that I wrote in like high school and it still speaks to me. I'm like, well, some things haven't changed, you know. And then sometimes you look back on things and you're just like, man, I've really come a long way. And I would love that to be a moment in the future where I can like look back at all this and just be like, man, yeah, that was a pretty crummy time that you had, but look, you made it through, and you're stronger and wiser and smarter and better person for it, and other good things, and aren't you glad that you're able to film it all, document it all, and show people that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, which I don't see it yet. My mom does, finally. At least one of us is starting to see some hope in all this. And if you're wondering what all this is and you haven't watched the video where I was crying on my bedroom floor because I was upset about a lot of things. One of the things I was really upset about, and it was that we have a condo in Florida, and we're selling that condo, and we're buying, and we got a new condo that we're going to be moving into. And I don't deal with change very well. I don't even care if it's good change. It's still bad in my mind. Good, bad, or indifferent, it's all just no thank you. So I was dead set against a lot of stuff, and I was very like, how could you? I was very angry. I was very upset. I was just like, I'll have none of this, you know. But now here I am, and I can honestly tell you I'm getting very excited about the possibility of kind of, I don't want to say having a double life. I feel like I can have a better life in Florida, but I'll still, excuse me, have things going on here. So, you know, there's still a lot that I'm processing and I'm dealing with and I'm working through, and I have my good days and my bad days, and yesterday was okay. The day before that was like horrible. Today it's like 50, I don't know, I feel like today's even better than yesterday, but like, you know that saying that, you know, every day might not be good, but there's good in every day? I definitely think that rings true, but I also believe that there can be bad in a good day. Like, a day could start out great for me, but then turn sour come evening time. Or, you know, it could like start out really horrible and end on a high note. So it can go either way for me, and but yeah, I'm just like, I can't wait to get down to Florida and just, you know, take a look around and maybe film some stuff for you guys, because I've been keeping a lot of stuff kind of a secret, and I do want to be able to share some things with you guys. So yes, there is going to be a move in Florida, and now I'm more excited about it. I'm still a little like, a little sad. I'm still like kind of like, this is going to be a lot. There's a lot going on in my life, like all at once. Like, while we're trying to get like our-ish situated, and by ours, I mean my mom and I, we were also dealing with like having to move my grandmother. And that was a lot, and now, you know, she's settling in to her new place, and now my mom and I are trying to figure out our lives. And for my birthday, from my dad, one of the presents was 2 keychains, and I didn't know what I was gonna do. So, yeah, like last night, was it? I took my 2 keychains, I put them on the floor, and I said to Squeaky, which one do you like? And there's actually one that she kept sniffing a lot. And then I went back to her again a little bit later, and I'm like, is it still your favorite? Which one do you like? So she has a favorite. So I picked that as like my new keychain, and I do feel like it's more practical of the two. And I'll show you what I'm doing here. Because there's keys. Okay, this I decided is really adorable, but it's not practical really. I mean, it could be. It's kind of heavy and clunky. Right? Is this going to focus? The lifeguard chair with the little lifesaver rafty thing, and the beach patrol umbrella, and then the whole gamut. But this is so adorable and I love it. So I might just use this as a cute little decorative piece on my desk, or like somewhere in my room, just have it plopped. But I have keys on it, which I'll talk about in a second. This key is the key to our current condo in Florida. I think this little guy might be the mail box key that, I mean, we don't really have mail occasionally like something junk, you know, whatever. Then there's this key. I don't know, is this like an owner's closet key? I don't know what this key does. So I have these 3 keys, which I didn't want to completely separate them from my other keys, but I also didn't want to like mix stuff up. So before those were on my little Scotty McCreery keychain, but as cute as that is, you know, no offense to my man. And then this is the key to my grandma's old house. I don't know what you do with old keys, so I don't need it anymore, so not bothering with it. I had my card key on this, which this is cute and it's like still intact, which is great, but I just don't feel like it's like, it doesn't resonate and speak to my heart like it did, you know. And then this keychain I swear, this was like a present from my brother, like when I was like a teenager. So I'm very attached. There's like some sentimental value to this keychain, so I am attached to it, so I'm keeping it. And I kept on here my like Babies R Us, Toys R Us rewards card and a local library card that I haven't used in like forever. So I'm definitely going to be keeping this keychain. But what I did is I took the keys off of that whole mechanism and I've added them to here. This is my new keychain situation. It's the anchor. So I have my card key, and then on with the card key I put the St. Christopher thing. I have my current house key for this house because I still need it. And then I'm pretty sure this is the key to my dad's house, and not the other one. And then I just put on my CVS card. I don't know if Publix has like a card, but I feel like because I do a lot of grocery shopping, I do a lot more things like on my own. So like I want to get cards for those so I can get like money off or coupons or whatever deals. And then when I get my new key or keys, I don't know what it's going to be. I'm thinking of putting it on this part because it's a key fob. So, but just doing something which is seemingly simple, like changing your keys, changing a keychain. It was like, I just kind of sat here for a minute and I felt sad because it's like for so long all my keys were on that Coach keychain. And then within like the last year or 2 years I've had that other keychain, the Dallas one. So I'm not like hugely attached to that. But that Coach keychain, like that was my keychain for like a very long time, and it had like all the keys on it, and just being like, oh, I no longer need the key to my grandma's house, like was kind of sad. And like, you know, one day this key, I won't be needing this key anymore, and you know, those other keys are gonna get swapped out. And just thinking that what does it mean, you know? It doesn't just mean it's a new keychain, it means new keys, which means new house, new living arrangement, a new life, like newness, change, all the things that I don't like. Yeah, and it was very, very weird. It was like a weird moment, you know? I just kind of sat here like thinking about things and processing all my feelings, but like I'm so stoked. And I'm just like, hey, these are my new keys. Well, some are new, some aren't. Or soon they'll be new anyways. But my new keychain at least. And I'm like obsessed. And like, I'm just like excited. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go in my house. I'm just gonna drive my car. So now I'm like in a happier place with it. But it was a weird like moment. And I like have these weird like sad moments. And then I'm like, think of all the good that's gonna come. So, I still don't know a lot of things. So that's a big part of the reason why I've been keeping things secret, if you will, is because I don't have answers, you know? If I had answers, then I could tell you. But I can at least tell you that Florida is a thing, and it's a thing that I'm now on board with, and I'm now excited for, and in my head, I'm planning so much stuff out. And I can't wait to see it all and to put it together. Fingers crossed we'll be there for the closing, and then I can like do some filming and some stuff and just kind of be like, this is my new home. And I say that, but don't take it as like, oh, I live in Florida now, because I don't know where I'm gonna be living. All I know is that there's gonna be a new condo in Florida. There's just so many unknowns, but whatever I can share with you, I will. And I just kind of wanted to give an update on like where my thoughts were with all of that, because if you did see that video where I was like crying about it and other things on the floor, you know, then at least there's been some progress in that department. I know that my brother and his family, they would like a bigger house, but I know they're not going anywhere far. They're not going anywhere right now, but like down the road, if some like magic wand could be waved and they could have a bigger place, they would totally go for it. And I was very sad about my grandma moving, and it was very hard on me. I still haven't seen her new place yet, believe it or not. It's just so much is going on, and she lives far away, and she finally realized like that she moved far away. But she is happy, and I'm glad that she's happy. And she was over last weekend, and it was like really nice to see her and like be with her. But then when she left, like I got sad. It's like every time when my brother would come home, you know, from school when he was in college, and then the semester break was up and he'd have to go back, I'd like sob hysterically like, no, don't leave me. That was like one of the most traumatic times of my life. The first most traumatic thing that ever happened to me was when I lost my first cat. The second most traumatic thing I'd have to say would be my brother going to college. Because before, I mean, obviously there's things that trump that, like losing my aunt and my grandfather, but as a young kid, you know, having to deal with like that sort of stuff, that, oh my goodness. So anyway, I don't think that's something that I really got over. Ever since I was like a small little kid and I could comprehend and grasp what like going to college meant, and like my understanding is that means moving out, leaving home, not living here anymore. I used to cry all the time and would like cling to my brother and be like, no, don't go, don't leave me. This was when he was like in middle school. Okay, we're talking like a long time ago. And he's like, I'm not going anywhere for a while. Like, he would always like try to calm me down and reassure me. And then when the day came, oh my God, I got sick with an ear infection. Like, I was just so upset. And then every time, like I said, every time you'd go back, I was like, and like to this day, when I think about it, and like I really like think about it, I will cry. I mean, and here he is married with kids. Like, oh my goodness. I have a lot of issues. So anyways, I'm just hoping that positivity will continue. You know, and good things will continue coming my way. I do have a lot to do. And I'm gonna, like, I don't know. I gotta finish cleaning out my closet that's behind me here. I have a little closet over there. Yeah, there's stuff I need to do. And I have some boxes, and I'm gonna fill those boxes up with things, and I'm gonna bring them into the basement. And we gotta like organize stuff and pack stuff up some more and figure out what in the world we're doing. So if you stuck around this long, thank you, I appreciate it. And if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, feel free to leave those down below. And while you're down there, do not forget to check the description box so you can find me on social media. I'm pretty much everywhere. Come say hey. Don't forget to subscribe and all that good stuff. And thank you guys so much for being here and for watching. And as always, till next time, keep it quirky.